Alright, so we definitely have some figures to unbox.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So as you can see, I have quite a few anime figures for you in this video. This is gonna be my August and September shipment in from AmiAmi. I had my August one sent via boat and it just got here like at the end of October, which is relatively fast. I was not expecting it to get here that quickly. And then I have one random figure in from Tokyo Otakumo, which I am super excited to open. And then finally I have like a random Nendo that I got from Good Smile Company. No idea which one it is, so we will definitely see. But before I get started, be sure to subscribe if you like these type of videos and definitely hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's jump into it. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the small package first. And this is the Good Smile Company Nendo that I ordered. Yes. So here we have from Persona 5, Joker, or the main character, or the protagonist, whatever you want to call him. And yeah, you know, I played the game like earlier this year or the end of 2022 and really enjoyed it. So I wanted to start my P5 figure collection, and I have quite a few already. I definitely wanted to get one of the Joker, and I saw this Nendo and I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, he only has 2 faceplates, which kind of sucks. I usually want to see 3, but he does have one really good one, kind of that sadistic looking face. His regular grin is okay, but I can't imagine really too many people actually using that one. But yeah, he has some pretty good accessories, a gun, a knife. He has a hand where he's actually holding the mask in his hand, and it looks good. However, I don't think I'm going to end up keeping this one, and that's because Kotobukiya just put up for re-release a couple of their 1/8 scales. They have him in his regular outfit, and then they have another one from the spin-off game, Dancing with the Stars or whatever it's called. I didn't play that game, so I don't know, but that figure looks super dope. And in fact, I polled you guys a few weeks ago asking you which ones you like, and that Dancing with the Stars one absolutely blew away the other normal looking outfit that he has on. So yeah, I'll be picking up that one. So I'll probably end up selling this one completely brand new. I'm not going to open it or anything like that, and just trying to recoup some of the money that I spent on this one, because I don't really need 2 Jokers in my collection. So be on the lookout for that if you want this figure. It'll be up on my figure collection. All right, so moving on to the AmiAmi boxes here. So I'm just gonna jump between the August and September boxes and try to keep the theme going and sticking with our Nendos. I have 3 more for you guys. So the first one is going to be Mr. Mugen from Samurai Champloo, and I definitely bought this one kind of, you know, just based off pure nostalgia. Samurai Champloo, one of the earliest animes I remember watching, absolutely loved it, so definitely had to pre-order this one, and he looks pretty good. I do think he's a little expensive for what you get here. You only get 2 face plates, and then like in terms of the accessories, you get a sword and a sword that's still in its sheath. And you get this little, I guess, effect here where it makes it look like he's swinging his sword, and that's pretty much it. It's kind of okay. I mean, his face plates aren't like the greatest, but they're not bad either. So I pre-ordered this one, but this is another one I don't think I'm going to keep it either. I'm really bad at this, guys, as you can see, but I think I'm going to keep this one boxed, and I'm going to pick up the Pop-Up Parade large size, actually, that's coming out in February 2024. So I'll probably pick up the pop-ups of all 3 of them and kind of, you know, probably sell this one later on. So it is something that you want. Look out for it on my figure collection. Now moving on to a Nendo I'm not going to sell, I promise, is going to be Revy from Black Lagoon. And I definitely wanted to get it, and I almost didn't get it, and that's because in August when I was buying these figures, I was trying to save a little bit of money that month, because in the month of September I was planning to go to Japan. So one of the reasons why I had this sent via Surface was because the savings between Surface and EMS was essentially the cost of this figure plus a little bit more. So I was able to keep it in my order, and I'm glad I did, because this one has a lot of great things going on for it, and I'm actually going to open this one. So let's go ahead and get it open. Now looking at the Nendo's body, her clothes, her outfit and whatnot, I think Good Smile Company did a really good job with this. I mean, the paint sculpt, all of it looks really good, but it's a little attention to details that I really do like with this one. So I was looking at pictures of Revy online. It's been a while since I've seen the anime. I needed a little refresher. Now I saw that her jean shorts were a little unbuttoned, and they actually included that aspect of her in this little tidy Nendo. So just that little attention to detail, I really do appreciate it. But overall, I think they did a pretty good job with the actual body itself. But what we really care about this figure is going to be the faceplates and the accessories. So she comes with 3 faceplates. We of course have the default smiling one, which I doubt anyone is ever going to use. But then we have 2 really, really good ones. And the first one is going to be her with that cockeyed crazy look. But what I really like about this is that smile of hers, or that smirk rather. And with that, we get a little bit of that fang showing. So I really do appreciate that, because I was looking at the pictures again and I totally forgot about that. She does have a little fang when she smiles. So I really do like that little attention to detail. And then with this third faceplate here, we just have that, kind of dead inside look on her face, but you can stick a cigarette in her mouth as well, which looks really, really cool. Now, in terms of her accessories, we of course have her 2 pistols, we have her grenade launcher, we again have a cigarette plus a backup cigarette just in case we lose it, and then we have just a bunch of arms that we can use to pose the Nendo in. And to be honest, I'm not sure which pose I'm going to go with here, because I really like both of these faceplates quite a bit, so it's definitely gonna be kind of hard. Let me know down in the description which one you guys would probably go with in terms of like the faceplates, or guns, or grenade launcher. Let me know down in the comments, because I do not know. And this is almost an instance where I kind of want to pick up a second one just so I can have both faceplates. And I'm trying to think about, do I like Revy enough to have 2 Nendos? I mean, I already have 1 figure of her, the Scarlet Queen version of her, which I absolutely love, but do I need 2 Nendos? Maybe. If I can get it for pretty cheap, I might do it. I might do it just so I can pose her in 2 different positions. Now, moving on to the final Nendo of this video, and one I'm also thinking about getting a second copy of. It's gonna be none other than Hattori Goto, aka Bocchi. And absolutely love this anime. So when I saw this go up for pre-order, definitely a instant PO for me. And she just makes such a good Nendo with all of her facial expressions. And the ones that they included with this Nendo are absolutely terrific. And I actually had 2 of these ordered at first, but again, the month of August was a little tight and I was saving for my trip to Japan, so I ended up canceling one of them. But I am actually thinking about getting a second one now, especially now that they released some new faceplates of her, which I did pre-order as well. So yeah, I'll probably will end up getting a second version of Bocchi here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this open. All right, so the Bocchi Nendo. So of course, her outfit looks good, the paint job, the sculpt, all that looks perfectly fine, looks just like Bocchi. But let's go ahead and talk about the faceplate, because that's where the money's at. Now, this first faceplate, which is her default one, is one that they're calling the anxious faceplate. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not seeing the anxiousness when I look at this face. It looks like just kind of a normal default faceplate that we get with Nendo. So I wish that they could have done just a little bit better job making us feel like she's really anxious with this one. Now, these other 2 faceplates are the ones that I think most people bought the figure for. So the second one is going to be this crying face. I mean, pretty classic Bocchi expression. And that's really what makes this Nendo so good, because Bocchi was just so expressive in the anime and how they animated and drew her. So this one definitely really good as well. And then finally, we do have this one, which they are calling the breaking down face. So this is just extreme Bocchi expression here, and we've definitely seen it in the anime. So I'm definitely glad they included this one, because it looks so good. Just the way her eyes are drooping and just kind of the squiggly lines, her mouth is all messed up. Really, really cool looking. And then we do get the second headpiece here, which is going to pair with this other accessory, which is going to be Bocchi underneath a blanket. So she's just kind of curled underneath the blanket. She has her toes poking out, and use this headpiece to include any other faceplates. I feel like any of these faceplates would go pretty well with this blanket accessory. And then in terms of other accessories, it's really not too much. Of course, we have her guitar and a hand with a guitar pick in it. And then we just have a couple of other hands that we can pose her in. Now, in terms of poses, I have no idea which one I'm going to do, because I really do like both of these alternative faceplates. And I do like this blanket as well, but I feel like I need another Bocchi in my collection in order to really show off all the different expressions that I want to show off. So that's why I'm thinking about getting a second one. But you guys let me know down in the comments which faceplate that you like the best. All right, so that's all the Nendo. So let's go ahead and jump into some larger figures. And I do have a couple non-scale figures. And the first one is going to be Hinata Shoyo from Haiku. This is the Furyu Tennoto figure, and in my Japan haul video, I did unbox a couple of figures from this line, and I was pretty damn impressed with them. So yeah, let's get this open. All right, so here we have Mr. Hinata, and I think it looks pretty good. The overall quality, the sculpt, paint job, all pretty well done for a, what, $40 figure. So yeah, I think these Tennoto figures are definitely something to look out for. And I actually have a Bocchi Tennoto in pre-order right now, and I'm super excited for that one because I feel like that is the best Bocchi I've seen so far. Now, what I compare these Tennoto figures to are going to be pop-up parades. I mean, these are like $10 to $15 more, but you just get so much more with these figures. I mean, for one, they're definitely bigger in size. In fact, I have a Hinata. Let me go grab it real quick and we can compare. All right. So here we have the pop-up parade, and just a look at them. This one is massive compared to this pop-up parade. So for just $10 to $15 more, it's really hard to, recommend pop-up parades when you have an alternative option with these Tennoto figures. I mean, of course, you're gonna be having different outfits, and this Hinata one doesn't look bad. I definitely like the fact that he has like the jacket, over his shoulder, and it's kind of blowing in the wind. That all looks really cool, but man, this one, just in terms of the quality and size, just looks so much better. And the bases, huge difference. I mean, we get a nice unique base here, and we get this really large, ugly octagon base with the pop-up parades. Of course, they're starting to go to those smaller bases, which I definitely appreciate, but man, what a difference in terms of size. And like I said, the quality is exactly the same, if not maybe a little bit better with the Tennoto figure. Now, jumping into our first scale figure, it's going to be Kotobukiya's Artfx J of Power from Chainsaw Man. This is a 1/8 scale figure, and this is just going to be the first Power that you guys see in my collection because I absolutely adore her character. So I have a couple more on pre-order, and I actually polled you guys on this particular figure a few months ago when I was trying to figure out which Power figure I should get if I were only to get one, although I'm not. But if I were only to get one, and 33% of you guys went with this one here from Kotobukiya, 43% went with the Fat Company one, which I also have on pre-order, and then 23% went with the AmiAmi one, which personally I just don't like. I really do not like the AmiAmi one, so that one was kind of an easy pass for me. But yeah, with these Kotobukiya Artfx J figures, I think they're really, really good bang for buck. This one costs 15,500 yen, which is roughly what, $100 at this point, and it's a pretty nice figure. I mean, nice pose, really nice base, at least I hope. We'll see when I open it up, but it looked good in the pictures, so that's why I wanted to get it ordered. But you know what, look at the box, super dope box. I'm not really into boxes that much because pretty much I open them and they go into a storage. I never look at them again pretty much, but this box is really, really nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing open. All right, so here we have Miss Power, and with these Artfx J figures, there's usually not much assembly required with these, and she's really no different. She comes pre-attached to the base, and the only thing that I had to do was stick the blood blades into her hands and remove a little bit of plastic that was around her neck, and that's it. Now, looking at the base, I think it looks pretty good. So it looks like she's jumping off maybe a building that's fallen based on the concrete and the beams and this rebar sticking out of the concrete, but definitely impactful. I definitely like it a lot. The overall shading in it looks pretty good. The paint job looks very well done. So yeah, really no complaints about the actual base itself. And it's really not that big. It's not gonna take up that much space in my actual collection, so definitely appreciate that. Now, jumping up to Power herself, I think she looks absolutely terrific. I really, really do like this pose that she's in. It's probably one of the best ones I've seen from an Artfx J figure in quite a while. It's just very, very dynamic, and it's just the way how everything is just flowing, her clothes, her hair, it just all comes together with like the action that she's portraying with that actual pose. We see her jacket, her tie, her hair, all just flying up like she is kind of really jumping off of that concrete there. Looking at her clothes, I think they're pretty well done. The overall sculpt, the paint job, the shading, I would say Typical Kotobukiya quality here, just very cleanly done. I will say this, there is a seam that is running down the middle of her hoodie on the back, but you really can't notice that unless you're looking at this figure from an angle that you're really not supposed to be looking at it, so I'm not gonna knock off any points for that. Now her hair back here is really well done, a lot of detail back there, and again, I love the way that it's just flowing with the overall figure itself. Now I will say this, there is just one strand of hair on the back of her head, which I don't know if it's supposed to be there or not. I almost feel like it's a defect, just how much is kind of sticking out the back of her head, but I may knock off like half a point for that because it is there, but you're really not going to notice it, of course, when you're just looking at her from the angle you're supposed to be looking at, but just knowing it's there, yeah, I mean, I'll live with it, but yeah, that's just kind of weird. And then finally, her face. So I think her face is terrific. It looks just like Powaaaa to me. I absolutely love the expression and definitely fits the pose. But what really stands out is gonna be her mouth. This has to be like one of the best anime figure mouths I've ever seen. Just the amount of detail with that, because it is wide open, but they just went all out with the actual mouth. I mean, a full set of teeth from the back to the front on the top and the bottom. The tongue looks very well done. It's just a really good mouth. I know it sounds really weird, but I can't think of any other figure that I have with the mouth open that is showing this much detail. So yeah, I absolutely love her face. Now moving on to a couple of 1/6 scales by Good Smile Company. You may know what these are. Good Smile Company 1/6 scale. Hint. We have Nino and Yotsuba from Quintessential Quintuplets. These again are the date style versions by Good Smile Company, and I had to get them. I already have the Miku figure, which I think is an absolutely wonderful figure and definitely really good bang for buck for the quality and size of the figure. And I'm gonna get all the sisters. I'm gonna have all 5 of them because I think they're all super cute. So here we have Nino and Yotsuba. Nino is probably number 3 for me in terms of the sisters, and then Yotsuba is like 1 or 2. She's like tied for first, I would say. So we will see who's gonna be first. She's coming pretty soon, but for now, let's go ahead and get these open. Oh, before that, let's look at the boxes real quick. But you know, these are really nothing special in my opinion. Kind of standard anime figure boxes, but they're fine. Again, I really don't care too much about boxes, so it is what it is. So here we have the 2 girls, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. I mean, I already have the Miku figure from this line, so I knew what to expect, and this is Good Smile Company. So when it comes to like the technical aspects, the sculpt, paint, the actual likeness to the actual characters, I knew they were gonna nail it. So I'm not too surprised here, but still having them actually here now, it's just really kind of surprising that we get such good figures. 1/6 scale for relatively cheap. I mean, 17,000 yen retail. You can probably find them a little cheaper on the pre-owned market as well, and that's just an absolute steal in my opinion. And when it comes to their outfits, I think they're both super adorable. I'm not sure which one I actually like better. I'm leaning more towards the Yotsuba one, but I think that's kind of my bias, kind of, you know, playing a role in that decision because I just like Yotsuba better as a character. But Nino's fit is super cute as well. In fact, I just had my wife in here just to kind of figure out which one that she liked the most, and she did say she liked Nino's fit a little bit more. I think that's because of her purple jacket that she has on with this like cute little bow kind of holding it together in the middle. Definitely adorable. I do like the overall color scheme that she has going on as well, but I don't know, it's just something about this simple outfit that Yotsuba has on with these thigh-high boots that just kind of speaks to me. So overall, you know, great figures, great value. In fact, I would say probably some of the best value figures of 2023 in my opinion. But yeah, I got the Ichika figure on the way right now. I think from AmiAmi, it should be here probably next few weeks. That's definitely my top quintuplet tied with Yotsuba here. And then I have Itsuki coming sometime in the next couple of months. My least favorite quintuplet, but I think she is my favorite figure from this lineup. Now moving on to our last figure. This is the one I'm not going to actually unbox in this video. I want to have its own separate video, but I'm super excited to just get this thing out of the box. So just consider this to be a little preview of what's coming next. So here we have her, Marin Kitagawa, the 1/7 scale by Aniplex. And this is the figure I absolutely had to have in my collection. I pre-ordered it day one from Tom, just went ahead and paid up front, didn't care at the cost, it was whatever. I had to have it because Marin is definitely one of my top waifu. So gotta have a small shrine of her in my home. And yeah, cannot wait to get this open. So it won't be long, guys. It won't be long. I'll have her open very soon. In fact, as soon as I finish editing this video, I will be opening this immediately. So definitely be on the lookout for that video. But that's all I have for this one, guys. Be sure to smash that like button, easy way to support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.